Have you ever wondered why some people get really good deals on used bikes? Is it luck? Is it because they lowballed the deal? Or they got the deal from someone who they know personally? If you have been watching my earlier videos, you will know that I used to buy, fix, and sell used cars and motorcycles as a hobby, something that I should get back into again. So in this video, I'll be giving you my 5 proven and tested techniques on how to get the best deal on a used motorcycle. Alright, so this video was actually a suggestion by one of you guys, and I think this would be a very helpful topic, especially to those who are new to motorcycles and want to get a nice bike without sacrificing an organ for a brand new model. Please take note, these are my personal opinions based on years of experience, and I do not consider myself an expert on this subject, but I do think these will help you a lot, and I'm simply sharing my ideas to you for your benefit. Also, I'll be showing you bikes that I bought and sold in previous years with the amount I paid for, cost of things I did, and how much I sold them for. Alrighty, let's begin with tip number 1, and that is to have a budget. After all, how are you going to pay for the used bike in the first place? This is very important because this will determine what bikes will be available to you. And by having that X amount of cash on hand gives you an advantage when a good deal pops up. You can simply go to where that bike is at a moment's notice to show to the seller that you are serious in making a deal. This will prove useful later on. Tip number 2 is to be always on the lookout. This is the fun part actually. Finding a good deal on a used bike takes time, and as they say, patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. And a good deal takes patience. Scroll through Facebook Marketplace or check your local listings on other online platforms. Ask anyone who might be in the motorcycle scene. Who knows if they know someone selling theirs. Call a dealership, ask for pre-owned units that they might know of, or simply ask someone that you know who rides a bike that you like and see if they're selling theirs. Tip number 3 is to do a bit of investigation on both the seller and the bike in question. In this part, it does help a bit if you let your judgmental self loose. Let's say you found a bike that fits your budget and you are able to establish communication with the seller. Ask them about the bike. Has it been dropped? When was it last serviced? Are the documents updated? And why are they selling it? You know, those things, probing questions in short. Normally, I would prefer a phone call or video chat in this stage because, well, you get to feel how the seller responds to your questions. If anything feels a bit suspicious, well, it's up to you. You can simply leave the deal for your own safety, or you can proceed to the next step with the information you got and use those as a baseline for judgment. Tip number 4 is applicable only if you did push through with the meetup or final inspection of the bike in question. I prefer to meet up with the seller at their place. If it's a safe place based on your judgment, then go ahead. I prefer to inspect the bike when it hasn't fired up yet. Do a visual check on the bike and look for signs of damage or tampering in any of the components. Normally, a repainted unit is an obvious sign that this bike has been in an accident or in a major crash. Tires are not much of an issue for me, but one thing that really bugs me is excessive accessories, especially anything related to electronics such as lights, charging equipment, non-OEM stuff. Not unless if they were installed properly, then maybe. Also, test the bike and see if it feels right. The last and final tip I have for you, the would-be buyer, is to negotiate on the spot. If you really like the bike or it passes your minimum standards, then now is the time to make your move. With all the details that you got from your investigation, you can talk the seller down on the price. You don't have to lowball the price, just try to be sincere with your concerns of the bike and let the seller know where you're coming from. And to make things a bit more in your favor, make sure you have the cash with you and let them know that you have it. And if possible, bring a blank deed of sale to make things quick and formal. Do these 5 tips and I will guarantee that you will be riding that bike in no time at a really good price. Bonus tip: if you find a bike that has been advertised for quite some time, let's say more than a month or 2, chances are the seller might be willing to let go at a much lower price than what they're asking for. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Like this video if you found this useful and consider subscribing to my channel.